China. So my name is Philippe LOEB. I'm in charge of consumer packaged goods at Dassault Systèmes.
And I'm Philippe BARTISSOL, in charge of industrial equipment at Dassault Systèmes.
Right. And of course, when we think of the industry of the future, there is an element we should not forget, which is the consumer of the future. And the consumer of the future is actually not in the future. The consumer of the future is today. And the consumer of the future is in China. And we have 1.4 billion consumers of the future today. And of course, the consumer of the future is using a Lenovo phone or another kind of manufacturer. And what's new more and more is that the consumer of the future is also doing augmented reality with this kind of device and with Dassault Systèmes applications. Okay? So come to me during the break. I will show you how it's working. To tell you a story about creation of value for the consumer, Philippe and I picked a scenario which I'm sure is going to be interesting to you. So if you can launch the video, please. We are going to show you in 15 minutes how the 3D Experience platform makes it possible for our customers to deliver delightful experiences. Okay, I don't see the video here, so if you can help me. All right, so I will comment the one behind me. So we selected the beer market. So I'm sure you all know about the beer market. Very critical market, moving very, very fast. And here we are in Singapore, where in August every year, you have a big beer festival where all the brand manufacturers, such as the Straight Beer company here, are actually launching their new products. And this story is going to be a business story about launching a new product, which is a fruit-flavored beer. That beer is in the responsibility of Dominique. Dominique here, working for the Straight Beer company. And he understands the consumers, and he knows exactly what he wants to do, and he's going to work with a business partner from another industry. Frank here, working for Westrock, a Dassault Systèmes customer. And Dominique has a plan, and the plan is to launch this new beer in August 2018. So for that, he's using our solution, Perfect Package. He designed the package, he worked on the formula, he did some research with the consumers, and he's very clear about what he wants to launch. And now it's a matter of making it happen. To make it happen, he needs to go fast, because the beer festival is next year. And he needs to work with Frank, so that Frank is going to provide what we call the secondary package. So think of the carton box around the bottle, and of course the equipment, so that the beer can be launched. So this is the kind of machine Frank is selling. Here you are orienting the bottle so that it can be seen well in the package. This is a carton box which is being folded and assembled, as you can see here. And just keep in mind one number: 500,000 packages of beer per day are going to be produced. So this is very high-speed manufacturing. And for Frank, the challenge is, of course, to make sure that he's coming with the right solution in the right time to the Straight Beer company, and he's going to use the platform. So this is the 3D Experience platform used in the context of the food and beverage industry, with all the data coming from outside, from inside, where Frank is going to learn about this market and learn about what is going to be relevant, such as, for example, what this pineapple beer is doing. And he's getting information from outside so that he can get inspiration. This is for the bottle. He's also going to get inspiration on the secondary pack. So an example of what the Heineken company is doing, using the pack as a kind of mobile refrigerator. So this is very important for him to make sure that he's going to answer to the Straight Beer company with the right element. So now he's pretty sure on what he wants to do. He knows where he's going to, of course, launch the beer in Singapore. He knows the product, and he's going to work on the plan. So what you can see on the top left here is the plan. And actually, the challenge is to go much faster than before. So it's about the speed to market and delighting consumers on the platform. And as you can see here, the objective is to win 5 months out of 18 months, which is a 30% increase, which of course means that Frank had better do right the first time everything he's going to do. So first, he's going to work on the packaging, so this kind of secondary package. And he's going to reuse, because you know, when it's about going fast to market, it's also about making sure the starting point of the design process is the right one, and they agree on this kind of six-pack version for the beer. He's using here a solution for the consumer packaged goods market, named Perfect Package, that is unique on the market because you can do carton design, which is both a 2D flat carton box, but then which is cut and folded so that in the end you get the package. So all of this is happening on the cloud. It's with industry knowledge built in so that you can only manufacture things which can be produced by the machine. And you are looking both at the industrial as well as the consumer side. You know, the two sides of what we are doing, consumer packaged goods, industrial equipment, all at once. And here you can see a very realistic render that can be later on used for virtual reality or augmented reality as well. And he starts to think what he wants to do. So this is a consumer validation. And on top of that, because he needs to go very, very fast, he's going to do a kind of virtual drop test. So here you have the carton package plus the bottle and the liquid in the bottle, and we simulate all of this, opening of the package. And of course, because more and more products are going to be shipped, and I'm sure you're buying product on the platform WeChat, Baidu, and Alibaba, you want to make sure the product is going to be very well protected, and we can do a virtual simulation of the entire shipping delivery, which is absolutely unique on the market, to make sure that this package is going to be well protected. Everything now is validated in terms of the package.
So now we have a safe package, an attractive package, but we need also the machine, because WestRock is paid by yield, but no machine, no package. On the 3D Experience platform, we can check every axis, and such machine can have up to 70 axes. In the platform, we have the mechanical, the electrical, and the behavior model of each axis, and we can test all axes all together at any speed. But we can do one thing more, which is testing the machine software. 50% of the machine setup time, 2 months, for example, comes from testing the software. And we have a hardware here that comes from the German company Bosch Rexroth, and we're going to plug the program in the hardware onto the virtual machine on the 3D Experience platform. So you see on the left here the result on the 3D Experience platform, and as an output, the visualization also on the Bosch Rexroth programmation platform. We can see here that the program was exactly executing the process, and because we were able to prove that in advance through simulation, WestRock got the order because they could prove that they would be ready for the beer festival. Now this is a project at WestRock after the PO, so we're using project management, of course, and we need to do one thing in engineering, is that we need to orient the bottle in the package, because the package has cutouts, but you need to have the bottle label in front of the cutout. So from a library, we are calling a sensor, and we are implementing in the schematics, in the electrical schematics, the 2D schematics that is fully in the platform. Since we did it in the schematics, we need to locate it now in the 3D. We just indicate where the cable should go through, and we can generate the cable with the exact cable length calculation automatically. Now all the engineering is done. We can hand over to our customer a very nice virtual reality experience. And here with high rendering, and here when Dominic clicks on the plus, the machine accelerates. This is not Universal Studio, this is real physics. So now let's move from design and engineering to manufacturing. Manufacturing at WestRock. So 2 important milestones, the factory acceptance test for the machine at WestRock, and then we'll see the site acceptance test at Strathspey. So we are accelerating the machine. You see that it is behaving exactly as we predicted. And getting back to virtual reality with high rendering, we detect that the bottle gripper, under the form of a tulip, is too heavy. So what do? We go to the 3D experience platform, and with generative design, we want to lighten the gripper by 50%. Now we get a very interesting design from the platform itself that we can then smooth out, and we can print out through the 3D experience 3D printing marketplace. Now the factory acceptance test has been passed because we were able to solve the vibration problem. The machine is now at the final site at Straitsbeer plant. We see that everything is functioning correctly, and Frank and Dominic have the final validation and look at the machine. They will shake hands, and then the ownership of the machine will pass from WestRock to Straitsbeer. Let's go now to the ownership. The machine has been running for a number of months now, and Straitsbeer has added apricot and other flavors to pineapple. So Straitsbeer is using the scheduling capabilities of the platform in order to plan precisely the work orders for each flavors day after day. We see the first 3 lines, and then the packaging line, the palletizing lines. We need to do something particular. We have a maintenance operation to execute on a machine on line 1. So I need to see how I can reshuffle my scheduling into other lines. So manually, because I'm the scheduler, by experience, I know I can take that work order and bring it to line 3. And I'm checking, here I have an 84% service level, which is not bad, which is already a good result. I'm saving my simulation. I haven't done anything, I'm just simulating. But there is one thing more. I want to ask the system, okay, I found one solution, but what do you think is the best solution? So, based on a list of criteria, I can ask the Dassault Systèmes scheduling system, what would be the optimum scheduling or rescheduling given my maintenance issue. And he finds another solution different from the one I thought of initially. And this one is giving a service level of 86%. Now I want to compare both possibilities for rescheduling, and I will compare side to side. Here I have the 3 lines, the normal lines, the rescheduling, the manual rescheduling, and the automatic proposal for rescheduling. Let's go now to the line. So we're now in the plant. This screen is just on the border of the production line, and Charlie is the head of the production line, and he starts with a 5-minute meeting with his shift team. So he's allocating the people that he's talking to the different stations of the line, all this on the 3D experience platform. And he wants to look at what that team performed the day before, and they had a number of non-conformances. So he is analyzing yesterday's non-conformances with the team, as well as missing parts. He can analyze quickly by drilling down into the Pareto analysis, as an example, and interact with his team members that are in front of him in the plant. And finally, he will allocate all the actions to a team member. So let's go now into the execution of the orders. In the Dassault Systèmes manufacturing execution, we can have a view of each line and the status of each line, as well as what happened in the hours before. And this is interactive, so it's always connected. And we see here we have a fracture on one of the line, so we can analyze the hourly production, the downtime, or the quality. And we can drill down into each and every causes here. So that I have a global view of my line with the overall equipment efficiency of all the stations in my line. So, in conclusion, we saw that in the platform we started with the bottle modeling, the pack modeling, the machine in virtual reality, the real world, and the execution also in the 3D experience platform. We went from upstream thinking to sales and marketing, digital design and engineering, manufacturing, and ownership. The 3D experience platform, the only platform that enables extended enterprise business modeling. Thank you.